capture the audience's attention. The immense pressure builds, a crushing force that would obliterate any lesser being. But for the sperm whale, it is merely a return to its domain, with a final, powerful fluke beat that breaks the ocean's sunlit surface. The behemoth begins its descent, a colossal torpedo aimed at the heart of the abyss. The world of light and air vanishes in an instant, replaced by a deepening, mesmerizing sapphire that quickly yields to an all-consuming indigo, then to a profound, eternal blackness. This is a journey into a realm more alien than the surface of the moon, a vertical migration into the crushing, cold, and lightless depths of the midnight zone. The whale's streamlined, mountainous body, a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering, cleaves through the water with an almost silent grace, a stark contrast to the immense power coiled within its muscles. It is a living submarine, built not of steel and rivets, but of flesh, bone, and an indomitable will to hunt where no sunlight has ever reached. Sound, deep, resonant thumps begin, slow and rhythmic like a colossal heartbeat. The sound is low frequency, felt as much as heard, echoing in a vast empty space. Add the subtle sound of water rushing past a large body. Each beat of its massive tail propels it deeper, hundreds of meters in minutes. The sounds of the surface world, the chatter of dolphins, the whine of boat engines, the crash of waves are long gone, replaced by a profound and unnervating silence punctuated only by the rhythmic thumping echoes that reverberate through the water column. These are not just sounds of movement. They are the whale's eyes and ears in this world of absolute darkness. It unleashes a series of powerful, low-frequency clicks, a biological sonar so potent it can stun prey at close range. These clicks travel outwards, painting a three-dimensional map of the unseen world ahead. They bounce off canyons, seamounts, and most importantly, off the soft, gelatinous bodies of the creatures that inhabit this netherworld. The whale listens intently to the returning echoes, its enormous brain processing the information with a speed and accuracy that surpasses any human-made technology. The time it takes for a click to return, its intensity, its frequency shift all, these variables create a detailed acoustic image, a ghost-like outline of the prey it seeks. It is a hunt conducted by sound, a deadly game of acoustic hide-and-seek in the largest, darkest arena on Earth. Down, ever down it goes, past the 1,000-meter mark, a depth where the pressure exceeds 100 times that at the surface. The whale's body is a marvel of adaptation. Its rib cage is flexible and collapsible, allowing its lungs to compress without being crushed. Its blood is rich in myoglobin and hemoglobin, specialized proteins that store vast quantities of oxygen, enabling it to hold its breath for over 90 minutes. Its metabolism slows, and blood flow is redirected from extremities to the essential organs: the brain, the heart, the powerful tail muscles. Every cell in its body is fine-tuned for this extreme environment, a testament to millions of years of evolution, shaping it into the ultimate deep-diving predator. The water temperature plummets to near freezing, a bitter cold that its thick layer of blubber easily repels. Here in the bathyal zone, life exists in forms that defy surface world logic. But bioluminescent creatures drift like scattered constellations. Their ghostly light, the only break in the unending blackness, a brief flash from a vampire squid, the dangling lower of an anglerfish, the shimmering chain of a sapnophore. But the whale ignores these lesser lights. Its sonar is locked onto something bigger, something significant. Sound. The thumping echo sound becomes slightly more frequent, more intense. A very low, distant, and unsettling whoosh or gurgle is faintly heard, as if something massive is moving in the water far away. The echoes are changing. The returning clicks speak of a large, soft-bodied object moving with a slow, deliberate rhythm. It's not a rock formation, and it's far too large to be a common deep-sea fish. This is the signature it has been searching for, the acoustic ghost of its ancient nemesis, the giant squid, Architeuthis dux. A creature of myth and legend, a leviathan of the deep that can grow to lengths of over 40 feet. Armed with sucker-lined tentacles and a parrot-like beak capable of shearing through bone. For the whale, this is not a myth. It is the promise of a meal rich in calories, a vital reward for this immense expenditure of energy. The hunt intensifies. The whale's clicks become more rapid, zeroing in on the target's location, tracking its every subtle movement. The squid, too, is a master of its domain. Its enormous eyes, the largest in the animal kingdom, are adapted to perceive the faintest hints of bioluminescence. Perhaps even the faint shimmer caused by the whale's passage through the water. It senses the pressure waves, the sonic assault of the whale's clicks. The ancient dance is about to begin. The whale accelerates, a dark mountain surging through the black water. The squid, now aware of the imminent threat, reacts with explosive speed. It expels a powerful jet of water from its siphon, propelling itself in the opposite direction, a phantom of flesh and fury. But the whale is relentless. Its sonar provides a perfect track, predicting the squid's trajectory. The distance closes in the final moments. The whale opens its long, narrow jaw, revealing rows of conical ivory teeth designed not for chewing, but for grasping. The impact is a silent explosion in the crushing pressure. The whale's head, which makes up a third of its body length and is filled with the spermaceti organ that focuses its sonar clicks, acts as a battering ram. The squid, in a desperate final act of defiance, wraps its colossal tentacles around the whale's head. Its powerful suckers, lined with chitinous rings, latching onto the whale's tough, scarred skin. This is the reason for the circular scars that adorn the heads of so many adult sperm whales, tattoos of past battles fought and won in the eternal darkness. Sound. A sudden, violent flurry of muffled underwater sounds, thrashing, tearing, and a deep guttural groan from the whale. The rhythmic thumping stops, replaced by chaotic, intense underwater turbulence. The sounds are heavy and powerful, conveying a struggle of immense scale. The struggle is titanic but brief. The whale's power is simply overwhelming. It shakes its massive head, tearing the squid's tentacles free. The squid's sharp beak snaps, searching for a purchase, but it can find none on the whale's armored head. The whale uses the immense pressure of the water and the strength of its jaw to subdue its prey. The fight is over. The giant squid, the kraken of sailors' nightmares, becomes a meal. The whale consumes its prize, a difficult process at this depth, swallowing the massive creature in sections. The energy gained is immense, justifying the perilous hour-long dive into the abyss. With its hunt concluded, the whale begins its long, slow ascent back to the world of air and light. It rises through the crushing dark, past the ghostly lights of the deep, its body bearing fresh marks of the battle. It will surface, replenish its oxygen in a series of explosive breaths that send plumes of spray high into the air, and then, after a brief respite, it will dive again. It will return to the silent, black, thumping world below the ocean floor, forever bound to the abyss in its relentless search for the giants that dwell within. Capture the audience's attention.